车厢的 Carriage V 在 V 车厢，如果你的车厢位于 Carriage R， 做 Taieri Plain， 也叫做Taieri 的平原。这片肥沃的冲积平原呢，吸引了很多华人菜农的到来，其中最著名的就是英式家谱。他呢，在1933年的时候租下了奥特拉姆附近的土地进行树。Note won the Melbourne Cup in 1970, and the winners go back home. Because it was named by the 18th century English explorer James Cook, although he never landed in Otago. Donald Malachy began carrying mail inland. 非常绝望的过程，因为他在这里迷路了。但是呢，后来他发现了一个很好的庇护所，然后非常著名的掘金点。但是这个地方也是奥塔哥历史上最短的掘金热的时间，只持续了5周。As we exit the Malachy Gully and enter the Taieri Gorge, we get our first proper glimpse of the fourth longest river in New Zealand. 在峭壁中开凿深沟，以替代一些隧道。华工的外贸、服饰以及之前使用鸦片的一些习惯，也使得。We're now approaching the one house town of Parura, so look for the house on the left and also look for the bathtub down by the river. 现在呢，我们将经过一个艺人的小镇子，大家正在外面向我们的招手。They are just saying hi to us, just waving to them. Go around the corner, we get another good view of the river below us. You can also see a beautiful stand of Kanuka and Manuka trees on the side of the hill over there. 现在因为支流的原因，会导致很多鱼类非常适合在这里生长。Looking to our right again, left again, you get another great view of the Taieri River, looking very peaceful today. But like all rivers, the Taieri River can flood. It has a huge catchment area in the ahead of us. The little bridge crosses over what's called Big Stream. Down below us, you will see further evidence of logs and slush that were washed downstream during the 2017 flood. 被洪水冲倒的一些原木和一些各种的当时火车轨道被冲毁的一些建筑，还有一些现在已经被废弃的一些房子，在我们的左手边大家可以看到。And are now uninhabitable. During that big flood of 1980, the water level were camps situated along the gorge for railway workers and staff. Out here, they had a public works office, explosive mixing or storage, blacksmith, stables for horses. Christmas Creek Viaduct on the left. We're just passing through. A great opportunity to take photos as the train swings left over the Christmas Creek Bridge. The Christmas Creek was named by sportsmen who discovered gold up here on Christmas Day in 1863. That is a structure. Though trains have right-of-way, and rightly so, railway bridges are quite rare in New Zealand. In fact, there are only 2 in the entire country, and both are on the Taieri Gorge line. Now, to our left, you can see the Now looking down to the river on the right, you will see a side stream entering the river. This is 3 o'clock stream. 现在呢，如果大家向自己的As we navigate this sharp curve and glance ahead to the right, you will notice a red-painted bridge. 它们都会定时定点的被复工前，在建造这座火车线路的时候，所以也以此命名说这个河流的名字就叫做可以定时定点付钱的河流，叫 Pay Office Creek. After Pay Office Creek, we cross over Machine Creek. Now, if you look ahead on the right-hand side, the Deepstream Viaduct comes into view. Deepstream, a significant tributary of the Taieri River, plays a crucial role in supplying water. And wagon loads of rabbit carcasses consigned to the Burnside freezing works in Dunedin were attached to any train, including passenger trains. In 1910, approaching what could be considered the engineering highlight of our trip, the plastering viaduct and the notches. Just ahead on the right, you will notice the dark face of the notches, the most challenging section of the Central Otago line. Before reaching the notches, we will cross the cutting through 4 rock bluffs and bridging 4 ravines, all within a distance of less than 300 meters. Given the primitive equipment of the time, the engineers were hesitant to use dynamite for fear of causing a landslide that could have jeopardized the entire held a steel bar rock drill while his partner struck it with a sledgehammer. As you can imagine, great faith would be some of these holes, which can be seen going 3 to 4 meters deep, are still visible in the cliff face today. 年开始的，当时由政府进行资助来进行这些树的种植，但是后期呢又因为各种原因导致这个项目进行停止了。小的一个红色的建筑，但是呢我们今天不会在这里停靠，它会出现在我们的右手边，然后大家路过的时候可以拍照，抓紧时间拍照。这个红色的小建筑非常非常的小，但是现在呢非常的特殊，然后你仅仅可以通过火车来到达这里，这也是当时为了方便我们的一些火车的建筑工人休息的一个非常小的场所。虽然是叫hotel 公寓，但是其实非常非常的小，一会儿大家就可以看到了。Now on the right-hand side, we can see the Reefs Hotel. The building was a shelter for track maintenance gangs. It's always been known as the Reefs Hotel. 这个建筑呢是在On the right-hand side, there are luscious trees. They're turning green at this moment. It's very beautiful, right? 我们的右手边呢，仍然是我们刚刚提到的 luscious 这个树，现在呢正是它最绿的时候了。As we leave the reefs, we can see the rock and pillar range ahead to the right. The rock and pillars run along the far side of the Taieri Plain.And the highest point is 15 meters. The rock and pillars also form the western boundary of the city of Dunedin. Although most of the city is swampland, about 95%. Typical of central Otago, the landscape is quite unique. It features broad, rounded summits covered in tussock grasses separated by wide basins. Rocky outcrops known as tors emerge from the ground, shaped by weathering and time. 我们现在来到的这个区域呢，叫做 The Rock and Pillars。的高度，然后这个地方呢 ，The Rock and Pillars 同样也是但尼丁这座城市的边界了。没错，我们今天火车开了这么长时间，其实我们一直是在但尼丁的边界内。然后但尼丁作为土地面积都是一些农场、农作物的田地，所以导致大家会觉得但尼丁整个的市中心的城市不大，但其实它整个的面积是新西兰的第2大城市。Taieri consists mainly of sheep, beef, and deer, not so much dairy farming because of a general lack of water for irrigation purposes. Destination. 我们即将到达我们今天的目的地 Pukerangi. Pukerangi was originally called Fairwood until it was renamed in 1912.The Maori name Pukerangi means Hill of Heaven. Town with its own school, a shop, and a post office, serving a population involved initially with gold mining and later farming. The post office was actually located at the railway station, so take a look at the little waiting room, which contains information and photos of early railway station. 好的，我们即将到达我们今天的终点站 Pukerangi。Pukerangi 呢是在1912年改成 Pukerangi 这个名字的。在毛利语当中 ，Pukerangi 是山的天堂。这个地方呢其实非常的小，但是它有个很紧密的社群，所以呢里面有自己的学校，有自己邮箱的一个小商店，所以呢可以给。哇塞！ served as the railhead for this line. Much of the wool from the straw Taieri was transported down this track of sledges across the river by boat or railroad. It is then loaded into a train. Uses for it, from food to medicinal uses and all manner of tools. 30 kilometers south of Dunedin. Yeah, we can still have a good view out. If you look on your right hand side, you can still have a look at the Taieri River. In 1887, and at 147 meters long and 47 meters high. It is the largest wrought iron structure in New Zealand. The vertical columns were built in sections and lifted using a derrick pole and a winding engine. The small spans were assembled in position, but the large central spans were assembled on the ground and lifted using hydraulic jacks. There were gangs of reverters to do the reverting, which was all done by hand, 4 men to each gang. There was no provision made for the safety of workmen, no guardrails or nets, and limited planks to walk on. However, it was built somehow without any serious accident. At the time, it was